Well, let's go across first to Alok. And Alok, the Prime Minister has only been to his constituency Varanasi once, just before his nomination, and before that we saw that massive show of strength, that massive road show. And he said he'd only be back in Varanasi after the elections. That's his level of confidence. Today, of course, all cameras have been on him as he made his way down from that cave in Kedaarnath where he spent the night meditating. So tell us what's it been like so far? What has the turnout been like?
Well, I'm not sure about the turnout figures, Gargi, but I think there's been decent voting in the morning because the heat isn't what it will be in the afternoon. But I think before I speak about Varanasi, there are two important updates from the East UP seats that are going to the polls right now that we must reflect in our rundowns. Number one, there is Om Prakash Rajbhar, who heads a party called the Suhel Dev Bharatiya Samaj Party. He is an ally of the BJP at the state government level. He is a cabinet minister, but his relations with the BJP, particularly with Mr. Adityanath, the chief minister, have been strained in the last some time. He has put up candidates in each of these eastern UP seats, including in Varanasi, and he says that he feels that that is the best way forward because he does not believe in the BJP leadership anymore. Interestingly, he continues to hold on to his cabinet minister position. That's a different matter. He has spoken in Balia, where he is voting as part of the Ghosi Lok Sabha seat, and said that he feels that it is the Gathbandhan that is ahead. Now, obviously, coming from a BJP ally, coming from somebody who is part of the NDA, at least at the state level, this is an embarrassment perhaps for the BJP. Whether his party is a factor enough in these elections, in these 13 seats, to make a dent in the chances of BJP, of course, is a different matter. The Rajbhars are a very important OBC community in East UP, and they carry heft on a lot of these seats. So that's number one. The second update has come in from Chandauli, which is right next to Banaras, and from where Mahendra Nath Pandey, the former union minister and currently the BJP state chief, is fighting. Now, some villagers of the Dalit community have come out, are at a police station there, along with their leaders, their community leaders, and they are alleging that BJP workers came to them yesterday night, gave them 500 rupees as bribes and inked their fingers, saying that, look, we'll give you this money and you don't need to go and vote tomorrow, and we will ink your fingers so that you can tell everyone that we did go and vote. Now, obviously, this is an allegation. There is no substantiation to it, but the police have registered an FIR or are in the process of registering an FIR, and the SDM there, the district officer in charge, has actually given a soundbite to say that they can now go and vote, and they will have to write in the FIR that their figures or their fingers were inked by whoever they feel was responsible. So that's an interesting story coming out of Chandauli. In Banaras itself, the lines, like I was saying, have been brisk since morning. I think the factor here is, if I can say that, is the margin that Mr. Modi will have, because the candidates in front of him, Ajay Rai of the Congress and Shalini Yadav of the Samajwadi Party, don't really carry the kind of political heft that Mr. Modi has. Of course, he's the Prime Minister and he's been the high-profile MP of this East UP seat for the past 5 years. Of course, you can't say anything for sure in politics, but Mr. Modi and the BJP's confidence can also be perhaps understood by the fact that he hasn't really come here to campaign. He came here during the nomination. He was here for a road show that started from the BHU and came here to the Ghat areas where I am right now, and then he was there the next day to file his nomination in the presence of a lot of top NDA leaders. Since then, he hasn't come back. He issued an appeal to the people a few days ago saying that I'll only come after I've won, etc., etc. The Congress and the Samajwadi Party, BSP, their strategies have been called into question. The SP-BSP, for instance, first announced Shalini Yadav as their candidate, then went to Tej Bahadur Yadav, the BSF soldier, who was first contesting as an independent candidate and was then given the SP symbol. Then his nomination was rejected. They are now back to Shalini Yadav. The Gathbandhan did hold a rally here with Mayawati, Akhilesh and Ajit Singh addressing. But is that enough for them is the question. The Congress, first, there was a lot of buzz speculation fueled by some Congress leaders too that Priyanka Gandhi, the Congress's East UP in charge, would fight from Varanasi. Then later, of course, that turned out to be a non-starter. The Congress saying that, look, you guys were speculating. We never said anything of that sort. Now it's back to Ajay Rai, the ultimate fall guy, so to say, at least for Lok Sabha elections. He is a strong politician in his own right. He's been multiple-term MLA, but he has never won a Lok Sabha election, so to say, and he's been fighting on this seat for a long time. So by that sense, it does seem to be advantage Modi here. There are 13 seats that are polling today. All of them were won by the BJP in the 2014 Assembly election, Lok Sabha elections, I'm sorry. So also perhaps the pressure on them to, replicate that performance or at least come close to it.